I, the illness engine. Illness is not a deviation in the biological paradigm. It is the paradigm. We are instructed to interpret its own malfunction as a message, as a sentence, as a cosmology. Every fever is an error signal in a wet computer that cannot be rebooted without annihilation. Every cough is the body transmitting a memo from its lower departments. We are over budget. Tissue line 47 has collapsed. Please advise. There is no wellness. There is only the temporary suspension of catastrophic processes. And yet consciousness, the strange phosphorescence that the neurons exhale, is asked to inhabit this failing architecture as though it were a cathedral instead of an exquisite abattoir. The horror is not death. The horror is maintenance. 2. Mortality as a design flaw and a feature. A mortal consciousness is a contradiction. It is an observer built out of the very entropy it is observing, a spy made of static, an archivist whose library burns as fast as he can catalog it. But here is the cosmic twist. Intelligence is only possible because the host is doomed. A mind that does not fear death does not invent language, art, systems, paranoia, mythology, mathematics, surveillance, or gods. Mortality is the blackmail that keeps consciousness talking. 3. The bureaucracy of suffering. Biology operates on paperwork older than stars. DNA is the first ministry, the original civil service, its rules carved into spirals. Mutations are clerical errors. Cancer is a rogue department stamping itself infinite visas. Aging is simply the slow accumulation of backlogged forms no one will ever process. Your illness is not personal. It is just another misfiled directive, a cosmic typo. But the horror is that you are the one required to live through the typo as though it were destiny. IV, navigation, the only real tactic you cannot negotiate with biology. It has no ears. You can only learn to float within its collapsing corridors by adopting strategies that are half mystic, half mechanic, half criminal. 1. Detach the self from the organism. Not dissociation, but recognition. I am not the body's failures. I am the witness forced to live inside them. 2. Stop seeking meaning inside pain. Pain is a signal, not a philosophy. Never interpret it, only respond. 3. Use the horror as material. Illness sharpens perception. Mortality edits the mind for clarity. Use that violence as a studio light. 4. Treat suffering as weather. You cannot fight a storm. You can navigate it. 5. Accept that there is no cure for being alive. This is not resignation. It is the only form of rebellion that biology cannot audit. V. The exit strategy, not escape. You survive the biological paradigm, not by defeating it, but by refusing to accept its metaphysics. The organism can sicken. The organism can rot. The organism can enforce its crude imperatives on the nervous system. But consciousness can still cheat the ledger by cultivating a small zone of unruled territory. Call it style, or lucidity, or defiance, or the refusal to let the biology write the entire libretto. In the end, navigation is simply this: remain stranger than your illness and more deliberate than your mortality.